Dear woke, you have messed with the wrong bloke. And we mean it. William Shatner, his friends call him Bill, the original, the only Kirk you've ever seen. He has some obscenely truthful things to say about the wokies and what they have done to his character in Star Trek. Today, we'll tell you whether or not this is the beginning of the end for celebrities cringing and shaking in fear at the woke mob. Get ready, folks. A lot of truth bombs. We're going to lob them, and we'll do it right now. Hello, folks, and welcome back. What a joy it is. This is the channel that explains entertainment and keeps you ahead of the culture curve. Today, we'll do the same thing that we always do in keeping you ahead of the tsunami. Folks, William Shatner has gotten out there and said some things. They're big things, and he is not afraid to say them. The 94-year-old shaking woke to its very core in a way that people 50 years his younger would never even dare. Click the like button if you dare, and let's dive in. Here we go. It's out of Hollywood in Toto. And,
hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, we love Christian Toto.
Huh.
William Shatner shreds woke mob erasing history. Star Trek alum decries presentism as a cultural stain on society. Oh, I love this story. Oh, I love this story so much. Here we go, folks. It says, not William Shatner. The Star Trek legend seems fully in charge of his ex-musings. You can feel his personality in every post. This week, Shatner took aim at a cultural scourge. Some people call this a scourge. Which culture, what do you call it?
Scourge.
Scourge. Scourge. Many of his peers ignored for far too long. The 94-year-old targeted the erasure of history during the post-George era, a time when progressives attempted to throw the past into the dustbin. And I'll tell you, folks, I was in a location during that time where I watched people run from every direction and climb a statue that was very tall, risk their lives. These people it was animalistic. They scaled a statue and tried to take it down, and they had to bring in police and helicopters. I felt like I was in some sort of bizarro zombie apocalypse where the wokies had lost their minds. Hope they find them. Classic TV episodes got memory hold for sharing inappropriate jokes. Statues got vandalized and torn down. Beloved authors like J.K. Rowling herself got attacked for sharing quote-unquote wrong opinions, even if they said opinions held by the majority. That effort has faltered in recent years. The election of Orange Man Bad partly reflected that. We're also seeing the return of comedy. I dare say even just joking is now making its way back into society. Shatner hasn't forgotten about what he dubbed the wokies, and he has a personal stake in the matter. Shatner says this: it's called presentism, and it was used to wreak havoc on history several years ago when statues were torn down, books were banned, and things renamed to prove how progressive the world had become. Just listen to my opening monologue on Star Trek, the original series on Paramount Plus. And I'm going to click on it now, folks. We'll have to go over there because I want you to see the full post here, if we can make it happen. And here we go. They intentionally garbled. This is what William Shatner says. They intentionally garbled what he said in every single episode of Star Trek, the original series, because he says, where no man has gone before. He says that's presentism at its finest hour. Folks, Shatner has had enough with wokeism. And continuing on, Shatner has more to say. He says, obviously, you were not around when the wokies coerced the Library Association to change the name of the Laura Ingalls Wilder Literary Award to a generic name because of presentism and their objections on how Native Americans were depicted in Little House on the Prairie, which, you know, other than the fact that Pa needs to save the town in every single episode, I'm pretty sure it's at some point Pa fended off aliens from outer space. Pa may have defeated Godzilla with the help of Lassie. Other than that, there's not a single offensive thing in Little House of the Prairie. It is the most benign entertainment you can find, folks. William Shatner has had enough. Panel? Is this maybe the dam beginning to break where celebrities, and I know Shatner's 94, he doesn't care anymore, right? He's like your great grandpa who he's going to say what he thinks now, and God bless him for it. But maybe this is the damn breaking. Maybe other celebrities can say, I've had enough of this too. I've had enough of it. We all have. Panel, what say you?
Glad I canceled Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend picking up Star Trek: The Original Series on Blu-ray. I got the Steelbooks on I don't think it was clearance. It was just a deal. And maybe if you're crazy and you want the actual originals, those are on DVD somewhere before they remastered it. But why you would want that, I don't know. Shatner has been sick of this stuff for a very long time, and I think he gets it every single day. There are also, I'm going to guess, I think there's some family members who help run that account. So it's more than just Shatner who is of this opinion, if that is going out there.
You think, I think this came from him, though, because if you're a family member of him, usually the family members will say, because they've got a stake in the legacy estate. And so a lot of times they'll say, Grandpa, we're not going to, let's just not say anything about that. We'll talk about it privately. Like he's out in full force saying, by golly, you took away my catchphrase, and I'm going to let you have it. I've had enough of all of you.
Oh, yeah. Well, he also knows that Paramount, or whoever's running Paramount Plus, hates Captain Kirk right now. Like they'll leave Shatner off, and they'll put in maybe they'll put in like Spock or the guy who's playing Kirk now, the Vampire Diaries guy.
Oh, not Chris Pine.
No, they don't. They don't even acknowledge the Kelvin.
What's his name? He's a silly human. Anson Mount.
No, that's Pike.
No, that's Pike.
Well, then I don't know. I don't care about Star Trek anymore. I feel the same about Star Wars now.
There's a guy who doesn't even look like Kirk. That he played a vampire on the when CW decided they wanted a vampire show to compete with Twilight. Anyways, we don't need to waste time on this fella here. But they hate Kirk, and right now they're currently trying to emasculate him and try to fix that character by I'm pretty sure they're making him bi, if not just pansexual, on the show. So there's more damage that they're actively doing to the character of Captain
What is
Kirk.
pansexual, Jonas?
I think it is.
Is it an attraction to dishware?
I mean, we all like cast iron. I think cast iron is an amazing piece of cookware.
I wouldn't recommend it for a lover, though.
In this case, I think they're probably using that word in reference to aliens.
Well, the reason I ask that is because many times now people will tell me these terms, and I think about it and I go, oh, wait a minute. That just means that you like girls, but you gave it a different name, and so you could be part of the group. Anyway, I don't want to get lost in that. Wokeism, gentlemen. William Shatner's against it. Is the beginning of a shift. Is this the opening door now for others to join, or is Shatner all by himself?
The world is changing.
The world is very much changing, and like we just went over a story about Gina Carano, for example, and how that might be ushering in major change when it comes to Hollywood and the Hollywood opinions and so forth, and being able to voice those without negative consequences. Or maybe, I don't know, Hollywood sets guidelines of which you can and can't say on these things. So I think the world is changing, and it's changing rapidly. For William Shatner, I think you're right, Pro. I don't think he really cares one way or another. He just wants to voice his opinion. He's 94. He's got a couple of music albums out there, which are really interesting. He's got a very prolific career. The opinions that people have of maybe William Shatner aren't going to change. So maybe he feels confident in that regard. But I think a lot of people are sick of what's happened in the recent past and looking to change it.
I'm telling you, William Shatner is 94 years old. He needs to get to 103. And I'm going to tell you why. Other than the fact that if you don't, then, well, you know what that means happened to you. I've heard 103 is the best year of your life. No kidding. A lot of people say, look back at high school and those were your glory days. Folks, don't do that. Don't tell your kids that. Makes them look back instead of ahead. People will say 25 was my best year ever. People say these sorts of things, right? The year I got married. No. 104. You got to get there. Or 103. I don't remember which number I said in the first place. But anyway, one of those two is the best year of your life. And you know why? Because if you get to that age, you can literally do anything and people will be proud of you. You can sit on the couch, hunched over, and pass wind. Well, pass gas, break wind, whichever. You can do it back to back. and people will simply be proud that you have the ability to do so. So, William Shatner, we're proud of you, and we hope you keep going. Culture, did you want to weigh in on the Wokies, though? Did you want to do you want to add a little more?
I can't improve on the great William Shatner.
You can.
True that. I miss Sean Connery.
Yeah. I miss him. Yeah, Swords. I'll take Swords for 500, Alex.
He let him have it. Sean Connery, towards later on, once he had retired, if he ever got interviewed, man, he didn't hold back. He was done with the BS.
No. We went through a version of the woke called politically correct, and even people got tired of political correctness.
It's a great interview out there.
Babies. Go ahead, Vash.
Great interview with him and there's a great interview with the original James Bond there and Barbara Walters. If anybody can track that down, he really did not give two things regarding all that was going on. Jonas, please go ahead.
No, I just Shatner is kind of one of a kind, and he is going to be known forever as James T. Kirk. But he did T.J. Hooker, and he was great on that show. He was Denny Crane on Boston Legal, I think, or one of those spinoffs.
It was Boston Legal. Yeah, it was Boston Legal.
Him and James Spader going back and forth on that show was
so great.
There's no one like William Shatner, especially there was a point, maybe it was around Priceline. He has a very underrated album called Has Been that was produced by Ben Folds, which actually has some really surprisingly good stuff in it. Transform Man notwithstanding. He's a guy that has his opinions. He's a Canadian, so I'm not going to hold him to American political leanings. I don't think he's necessarily a fan of either party down here. Shatner is his own thing and was always trying to break ground as a performer, but has a charm. You can tell that he is trying to pack two emotions into every single line that he says when he is performing. And of course, everyone has their own Shatner impression somewhere inside of them waiting to get out at any moment. So, it really cannot be understated how amazing this guy is. I appreciate that he's being more open here in his 90s about all of this stuff. And I do think he risks alienating some fans, but I think he'll just, if he wants to, he'll raise the prices on his autographs. And he can get there, he can go and he can say some chauvinistic things and people will just go, "Oh, Bill," because they like him so much. The guy is charisma. Anyways, I hope I get to meet him someday soon.
Often as we get ready to wrap these up, folks, you'll hear us say, keep learning, keep growing, keep having fun. And the reason we do it is because we appreciate you. It's true, we do. And we want you to have a good time. Thank you for giving us the great time of spending time with you. Folks, on the way out the door, consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it and stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell, and drop a comment down below because you matter. Your thoughts matter. Who cares what the legacy corporate deadbeat media tells you? You really are important. And we're a testament to that. We wouldn't be here without folks just like you. And since we've said it, we'll say it once more. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
So I give them cannonball. Yeah!
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.